Is it just me, or do you tend to take things personally? I'm Lori F. Dean, and in case you're wondering what this particular footage has to do with that particular question, let me try and explain. This is where we had lunch yesterday. It's in a different city. It's a really cool little bistro and marketplace, and lots of people around, pretty popular at lunchtime. We were standing up at the counter, placing our sandwich order, and we had several choices to make, so we were asking the woman who was taking our order to give us some information so we would have some help with making those choices. Well, once upon a time, I would have looked at her attitude as being brusque and even downright rude. I would have taken it personally, and I would have let the whole experience color my eating enjoyment. I would have said, this place sucks, the service is awful, and I'm never coming back here again. But instead, I chose to step outside the situation and not take it personally. And I think the reason I was able to do that is I'm starting to understand just a little bit more about human nature. You see, we all come to this world in pretty much the same way, as a clean slate. But it isn't too long before that slate starts to be written upon as we learn to function in our society. We learn how to communicate through various noises and signs and language, of course, and we learn the belief systems from our parents, our school, our peers, our churches, our community. We either take on and embrace those belief systems, or we reject them, or we come to a place somewhere in the middle. But no matter what happens throughout the course of our life, we develop our own set of beliefs. And that set of beliefs is used to color everything we see around us. Our projection of the world is directly affected by those beliefs. My belief system is different than yours, and yours is different than your spouse's. And that can cause for some interesting confrontations, as you may well know. If your spouse says something to you that you take personally, it could either make or break your whole day. You could take it as either a complaint or a compliment. Either case, you take it personally because you're filtering it through your own set of belief systems. The world around us is our own movie, if you will, and we're the star of that movie. Everybody else is just supporting cast. We see them in a different way than they see themselves in their movie, in which they are the star and we are the supporting player. And if we can come to understand that every single person in the world sees his or her life in a totally unique way, we can also come to understand that everything he or she does, no matter what it is not directed personally at us, but is simply a reflection of who they think they really are. Pretty easy to do, I suppose, with a relative stranger, like in the situation I was describing at the beginning. Maybe not as easy to do with those closest to us, but maybe that's the challenge for us. Maybe that's the assignment in relationships, is just to not take anything personally. Make for a bit more peace in the relationship, a bit more peace in your life, perhaps. I don't know. I think it's a good goal to aim towards. And I know there are times I still take things too personally, but is it just me, or do you take things personally too? If you do, how do you think you can change your mind about that? What are some of the ways that you do take things personally? And what does that feel like for you? What does that cause in you? In terms of emotions, in terms of physiological changes, upset stomachs perhaps, things like that. Anyway, join in the conversation, share with me your thoughts and feelings, and share with me how you take things personally, if you do. And if you don't, share with us some ways that we, who do still tend to take things personally, can maybe step outside the situation and not get caught up. Comments below, please, and hit the subscribe button above. I'm Lori F. Dean, and thanks for joining the conversation, and we'll catch you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.